These pills are meant to help me sleep, but always keep me wide awake.
I can't sleep. I keep thinking about this. What if, with everything that's going on, the world really is coming to an end? Then what?
What if it isn't a lie? What if we make it to heaven and don't get inside? What if we get to the gates and see God on the other side and he looks us in our face and says our whole lives we've wasted time? What if we can't go back? What if we can't redo this life and get one second chance? What if our future happiness is memories of our past while we burn forever haunted by the devil's laughs?
That's something to think about right there, man. That's something to think about. You know, I think about that stuff all the time. I think about, and no suicidal stuff, but I think about like death and, you know, where do we go after that, and, you know, the people that we leave behind and how life keeps moving. Now, I believe in God. I believe there's a heaven, there's a hell. But I always was taught that in order to get to heaven, you have to be saved. And God has to know you. Like, you have to have a relationship with God. You know, reading your Bible, talking to God, praying, not just when things go wrong. And that's something that I always think about right there, man, is what if, you know, we get up there and God is like, nah, I don't know you. You know? Sorry. Like, you don't qualify. Like what happens, you know?
See God on the other side and he looks us in our face and says our whole lives we've wasted time. What if we can't go back? What if we can't redo this life and get one second chance? What if our future happiness is memories of our past while we burn forever haunted by the devil's laughs? Why do we push them away? And why do the ones we work to keep never actually stay? Why do we focus on tomorrow and forget about today and smile in everybody's face and try and act like we're okay? Why do we live this way? Why do we hate? Why do we fight? Why do we act like there's time and got more than one life?
Speak that. Speak that. Speak that. That boy's speaking that right there. That boy's speaking that right there, man. I'm going to talk on that, but we're going to replay that because that's something, man.
Why do we push them away? And why do the ones we work to keep never actually stay? Why do we focus on tomorrow and forget about today and smile in everybody's face and try and act like we're okay?
We're so much thinking about the future that we forget that we might not make it past tonight. Let that sink in, man. Let that sink in. Take today for example, man. I'm walking around the house. I've been kind of sick for the last couple days, man. But I've been walking around the house and I got so much to do, you know, so much time today to do it as well. But I simply just have it. In my mind, I'm like, I'll just do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do this tomorrow. It'll be there tomorrow. Not knowing if I can walk out the door tonight and not return tomorrow. So we're so much thinking about the future that we forget that time is not promised, man. It's not. This hour, this second, this minute is not promised. So we got to live it the best that we can as of right now, especially with everything that's going on in the world, man. Every time you look on social media, every time you turn on your TV, every time you turn on your phone, there's new alerts about something else going down in this crazy world that we live in right now. So that verse right there really hits home. Why do we act like we got all the time in the fucking world when we don't? Life is so short, man. Get up and do it today, you know? Go achieve your dreams today. Grind, man. You don't know what can happen tonight, tomorrow. You don't. That, man, I feel that on a whole different level, bro.
Why do we live this way? Why do we hate? Why do we fight? Why do we act like there's time and got more than one life? Why? Answer me. Why? I'm older and looking for truth. I'm holding my faith in my hand, but the pain in this world has been shaking it loose. I used to have so much to gain. Now I have so much to lose. They say I'm crazy for looking for answers. I say they crazy for not getting proof. Vision is blurred, I'm over concerned. I'm looking to God to see if life with him is something I've earned. The devil's been watching, he's trying to recruit, he's been waiting at every turn. I'm driving this life on the highway to hell, but I won't burn! Fuck! We know the difference. We know what is wrong and we know what is right. But Satan is strong, God, and most of your people are losing the fight. So what if we fail? What if we can't escape his lies? What if we can't change? What if he still controls our minds? Where do we run? Where do we go? Who do we talk to? We look around and everyone we see is lost too. What if life is just some test that we all do? What if you were busy when we called you?
That's something to think about. You know, I think most of that is really the people that you hang around with as well. You know, because if you hang around people that are just kind of, you know, of the world and just kind of living of the world, you don't really see it, but subconsciously you start being of the world more and more and more and more. You know, I didn't start, you know, actually pulling back from partying and drinking and indulging myself in those type of things until I actually removed myself from the friends that I was with every single night and, you know, every single weekend, and, you know, just trying to figure out what the next drink was, the next, you know, fucking drug, the next everything, you know, until I actually pulled away from that. That's when my vision got really cleared. You know, so I think most of that, it has to do with the people that you stay around with, you know, because at the end of the day, faith is, your faith is supposed to be strong, but it can be so weak at times, you know. And it's easy for people to say, oh, just get down on your knees and pray and God will take it away. But sometimes it feels like God doesn't hear you, you know. Like sometimes it just feels like you're alone and like there's nothing you can do. So I like what he's saying there.
Where are your parents?
I'm tired.
Come on, let's go. I got you. I got you. What if hell's on earth? What if being born is dying and dying's birth? Would that mean life's not God's gift, but the devil's curse? And to live was to be evil cause its words reversed? What if the devil entered a pastor and he led a church? What if we looked for the truth but didn't know where to search? What if the books they said to read have never been your words? What if we chose to follow you but we still had that urge? Will you forgive us for our sins and let us in your world? God, we at the gates. We couldn't see, hear, or touch you, but we had faith. We know we messed up, we human and we make mistakes. So we just begging we get in and that you'll have grace. God, what if we didn't mean it? What if the place we grew up forgot to teach us? What if we never even got the chance to go and seek it? Then what? Then what?
Dear family, we're in scary times. Nobody has the answers. Just make sure you spread love and believe. My name is Dex.
I think he definitely hit the nail on the head there, you know, and the production of that is crazy. The message behind it is crazy. Keep doing your thing, young king, because you're on to something. You're not only making people think, but you're bringing awareness to everything. And this is the type of music that we need at the end of the day. Our ears, our phones, everything is so cluttered with bitches, money, hoes, drugs. You're wasting time if you're not doing this. This is what we need to hear. 10, 15 years from now, people will look back on this and it will be a marker for a time in a world of chaos. I dig it, man. I like it.